In the new Dead Worlds update, there are new trained classes, gifting players things, new outpost people, and some massive balance changes. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment below what your favorite part of the update is, and let's get right to the video. Make sure to turn on those notifications. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, there is a new building called the Trains, and this is the train station, and these are specifically the train classes. Now, for now, there's only going to be 4 different train classes, but for the first one's going to be a cattle car, which is just basically replacing it with a box. I actually think this one is quite good, though. The next one is Armored Train. It basically combines the front and the back, and I'm pretty sure this is bulletproof. Like, all of this is just straight up bulletproof. And it does not accelerate as fast as a normal train, and it does consume more fuel than normal. But it does spawn with turrets and ammo, which is quite strong, so we'll see how it is when we actually play the game. And then, of course, we have the Gold Rush, which is just the normal train, but golden. I mean, like, if you want a golden train, that's cool, I guess. Oh, by the way, guys, I wanted to show you this real quick. You guys can see that it actually counts up by every single meter you pass, and the fuel gauge also ticks down very slowly. It's a pretty cool change that they added to the game. I mean, like, if I'm being honest, it's just a pretty cool change. Alright, so this is going to be the armored train I told you guys about. Now, I don't know if the zombies can climb the train. Yeah, they actually can't. So, the zombies are the zombies cannot climb the train unless they climb from the back. It's literally impossible for them to get onto this train. So, I do think that is quite strong as well. Also, as you guys can see, there is turrets mounted to the train itself, which is quite nice. They also spawn with turret ammo, which is actually really strong. Like, this train, it seems at first glance that it's extremely strong. It's just really good, right? And if I'm being honest with you guys, it kind of is. It kind of is that good. But if I'm being real, I actually think it's going to be better in team play than it will solo. Because you will have people on your team that can play, like, use these turrets at the same time while you're driving and things like that. But if you guys can manage to get sheet metal and you guys actually cover the back with sheet metal, just keep in mind, you won't be able to get back into your own train unless you go through the front, jump around, and then hop above the sheet metal. But if you put sheet metal back here, there will literally be there will be a 0% chance of a zombie ever getting in your train. It will be genuinely impossible. So I do think this train is quite good, in all honesty. Like, as you guys can see, the zombies get stuck on the train. Oh, bro, just, alright. Wait, what the heck? He has like little bullet holes in his head. Look at that. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. He has little bullet holes in his, like, over here, man. What the heck? Now, here is actually going to be the cattle car. Now, I actually think that this one is going to be a lot better than a lot of people expect. Just because, just think of the normal train, right? What are the issues with the normal train? It's that it is so open that the zombies can get onto it no matter what. And yes, with the armored train, it does prevent them from doing that, but it's kind of annoying to get into if you actually block it off. But with this train, right, you block off this door right here, put a sheet metal here, put a sheet metal here, and then up top, you could honestly put a sheet metal just covering this hole, and zombies literally will not be able to get into your train whatsoever. It is also worth mentioning that I think Egg Slinger, specifically, I think the eggs will fall into this instead of falling out. I'm not 100% confident on that, but they might fall into this instead of falling out, or if you walk back here with Egg Slinger. So maybe this is the Egg Slinger train, guys. Maybe this will make Egg Slinger actually, like, fun to use. But in my opinion, I do view this train right here as basically just a normal train that is completely sheet metaled up. Now, it is worth mentioning that the bullet system has changed in this update, and I'm pretty sure that this is considered wood. So you're going to be able to shoot through this wood. I mean, I'll be able to check real quick. All right, grab my Mauser, and let's see if my bullet actually goes through this. Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, guys, so this train, if you get aggroed onto outlaws and things like that, you will not be able to be protected by your train. So the outlaws will still be able to shoot you through this, which is a little unfortunate. But I still think this train is really good. And if I'm being real with you, I definitely think people are going to underestimate this train, and everyone's just going to be taking the armored train. Alright, guys, so here is the gold train. Now, the gold train is pretty much just the normal train, but it's golden. I mean, like, if you want to be a Sigma Chad and just absolutely just... If you want to be a Sigma Chad and just have a golden pea-colored train, I mean, I guess that's on you. You're entitled to whatever you want to do. I'm not a big fan of this one specifically. I do think that having train skins can be nice, but I don't know about a pea-colored shiny train. If I'm being honest, I don't think I'm ever going to be using this. I would rather just use the normal train than a pea-colored shiny train, but maybe some people are gonna like the golden train. I mean, like, I could see how people would like it. I would have liked, like, a silver one, maybe. Maybe not a pea-colored shiny train. You know, maybe not that, but it basically is literally just the normal train. There's nothing better about it or worse about it. Besides, I guess, how it looks. Like, maybe it looks worse to you, maybe it looks better to you. And, yeah. I mean, pea-colored train, I guess, if you want it. It's called the Gold Rush, by the way. Now, as you guys probably just saw, I just killed bro, right? So, the thing is that you could actually man these turrets at the outpost now and shoot enemies. Now, let's be real here. I don't know why you would ever do that. I don't know why you would ever do that. Maybe at the end outpost, so you could use the outpost against, like, Tesla or something like that. Maybe that's the only reason you would use it. But in these outposts, there is actually a ton of enemies that... Not enemies. A ton of friendly people that spawn all around. So these are no longer auto turrets. So as you guys can see, you can actually accidentally kill... Can I take this? No, okay. You could accidentally kill these guys, and they can also die to enemies. So you need to be very, very careful of enemies that spawn here, because, like, vampires will be able to get up to them and kill them. So you're not going to be safe in outposts when you're fighting vampires anymore. And I do think that quite sucks a little bit, if I'm being honest with you guys. I like the idea of, like, people actually manning these turrets and things like that, just because, like, the idea of an auto turret didn't really make any sense. But the fact that the hardest knight in Outpost is going to be a vampire knight just doesn't sit right with me. Obviously, werewolves are still probably not going to be a problem, but vampires will be able to teleport up here and slowly whittle down their HPs. But I guess the turret ammo is back to 100, guys, so that's pretty cool, I guess. But just keep in mind that these guys could die now, and yeah, you're not going to be completely safe in Outposts anymore. As you guys may or may not have noticed, first of all, there is a new UI change, so the UI looks a lot cleaner, and you're actually able to gift classes now. You can straight up gift classes to people. You can also gift these train classes to people, which is quite nice as well. There's no balance changes to any of the classes, but they did add a gift system. I mean, like, I guess if you want to gift something to someone, I mean, like, everything is bought with bonds anyways, so... But yeah, they're gonna be, gifting. By the way, guys, the trains are extremely expensive for bonds. I'm pretty sure the armor train and the cattle car train are 250 bonds, and the Gold Rush train is 300 bonds. So just keep that in mind, all right? They're pretty expensive. So this one's a pretty cool change that is just a big quality of life feature. You can actually drop $10 at a time in-game now. Now, it's going to be a little annoying to collect the money, if I'm being honest with you guys, but you guys can actually drop money to your friends now, which is quite a big deal in my opinion. Alright guys, so there's a few pretty big changes that they have actually added to the game balance-wise. So, first of all, there is a damage fall-off now. So if you're too far from the enemy, as you guys can see, that did not one-shot that guy, and I hit him in the head previously. They also made it so outlaws and zombies will now kill each other. So I'm going to try and aggro one of these outlaws, because now apparently zombies and outlaws will actually shoot each other. Let's see. Yep, look, they're attacking each other. Oh, man, that is such a great change. All right, that's actually wonderful. So zombies and outlaws will actually now start targeting each other. It's also worth mentioning that you can now shoot through wood, which is actually a pretty big deal because you can do things like this now and not have to worry about walking into houses to actually kill enemies, as long as you know where to hit them. Bro does not die, by the way. Now, the damage fall-off is going to make Rifle a lot worse, if I'm being honest with you guys. Like, I definitely think that Rifle is going to lose a lot of power from this update. And Shotgun is probably going to be the new best weapon, if I'm being honest with you guys. Like, Shotgun might end up being the literal best new weapon in the game. Now, I think Bricks might be able to... Yeah, Bricks can deflect bullets, guys. Imagine that. Bricks can deflect bullets. But yeah, I do think these balance changes are quite significant, in my opinion. Just because, let's be real here, like, the rifle was the best weapon in the game because you could snipe people across the map with it. And there was no problem. You can't do that anymore. So you have to get somewhat close to them anyways. And also the fact that you can get shot through walls by outlaws now is, like, insane. I mean, I have a feeling that there is going to be a lot of people that die to outlaws. Because they're going to be inside of a house, and they're not going to realize that they could get shot by outlaws through the house, and they're just going to shoot you and kill you. Or you might end up dying to, like, an officer zombie. It's just like, is this it? Wait, I'm so confused. So only some parts of the house you could shoot through. Yeah, so I can't shoot through this, but I could shoot through this. That's really weird. You can also shoot through windows, like this, I guess. Okay, guys, I just want to mention one more time that the damage fall off on the rifle is insane. I used 4 entire magazines to kill a single werewolf, not missing any shots. I think that might have to be tweaked a little bit. I think the damage fall off might be a little bit much for a rifle. But here's one of the coolest things. So in Sterling now, there is a bank. And while you can just go around finding the codes in all of these houses, I prefer to do this the Sigma way instead, where I'm just going to go into Sterling. I'm gonna grab a dynamite, I'm gonna grab this big bad torch right here, and I'm gonna blow this thing up, man. Because ain't nobody got time to be looking for little pieces of codes scattered on the ground everywhere. We're doing this the big boy way. We're doing this the way that a true alpha would. Now give me that dynamite. Alright, so, yeah, this does work, by the way. You could just blow up the door, and there's a ton of dynamite already in Sterling, so I don't know why you would spend time looking for the code. But inside of here, you get some bonds, you get the Maxim turret gun, and you do actually get some turret ammo and some bars. I mean, like, it's pretty okay bank. I mean, it's just free, I guess. If you get Sterling early, you get a free turret or whatever, and you get some extra money from Sterling. It's not really a big deal. It's just something extra. Now, last but not least, in this update, whenever you die, you drop a box. So, whenever you pick up this box, it will actually automatically pick up your entire inventory and auto-equip it to yourself, so you don't have to do that anymore. So, that's actually a really nice quality of life change. But yeah, guys, that's actually going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below what your favorite thing in the new update is, or what your favorite train class is. And hope to see you next one. Peace out.